We're now just 2 weeks from Thanksgiving, so still time to donate to the 42nd annual KDKA-TV Turkey Fund.
And the mission has meant so much to all of us here at KDKA over the years, including the late Wayne Van Dine. Wayne was the face of the Turkey Fund from 1991 to 2002.
Tonight, John Shumway takes us on a stroll down memory lane as we pay tribute to Wayne and the work he did for so many in our community.
Good evening, I'm Wayne Van Dine. These and other stories coming up next on Eyewitness News.
For decades, if Pittsburghers had a problem they couldn't solve, they would simply take it to Wayne.
Why don't they take the boulders away? Because if they do, perhaps more of the wall will come down. And what about the homes up above?
Wayne Van Dine was a beloved reporter and anchor here at KDKA and built a career out of helping people, something two of his former colleagues say was at the very core of who he was.
He was just as real and as authentic as could be, and he just loved being with people, loved what he could do for people. Thus his job was to go out and solve problems for people.
When you went to do a story with him, it didn't matter if it was a guy down in his luck that had a problem or it was a corporation or a township. Everybody was equal in Wayne's eyes, and he wanted to genuinely help these folks.
So when Al Julius left KDKA in the early 90s, Wayne's commitment to helping people in the community made him a natural choice to inherit leading the charge for the KDKA-TV Turkey Fund.
Wayne was exactly the kind of person that you would want stepping into that role and taking it on, because his whole life had been dedicated to how do I help people? How do I use this media of television news and whatever fame I may have to make life better for people? So it was a perfect transition.
For the next decade, Wayne was a warrior for the Turkey Fund, reminding viewers year after year of why the mission is so important.
I wonder if I could share two letters that came in, among others recently, that kind of tell you what the KD Turkey Fund is all about. My family is having some problems right now and will probably have no turkey on Thanksgiving. She now knows that if she registers at the food bank, she is eligible to receive turkey certificates. That's how they're given out. Somebody else writes that a few years ago she was unemployed and had to go to a food bank, and she says it was the only way I could feed myself and 2 children. To me, that food bank was a godsend. But now she's enclosing a check for $10 so that somebody else can have a happy Thanksgiving. That's really what it's all about.
The Turkey Fund became personal to Wayne, and it's because of the big heart the guy had.
He doesn't go, that's a chicken. Gobble, gobble, gobble.
He would go to like a grade school, and little 6, 7-year-old kids would have raised $30. He would react the same way with those kids as he would a corporation said, hey, here's $50,000 for your turkey fund. He was truly appreciative of the gesture and the work that went into it.
During an interview in 1999 for KDKA's 50th anniversary, Wayne reflected on the impact of his stories and his work.
There is a sense of satisfaction, particularly when a story has a happy ending. So it is fulfilling, satisfying, but I really don't dwell on it. And when somebody says, tell me about some of the stories you've done, I have trouble even remembering them unless I look back at a logbook.
Wayne retired from KDKA in 2003 and passed away in 2016. But his legacy will live on for years to come.
He lived his life in service to other people.
He let you into his world, and you were just so glad to be there. He invited you in, and you just knew that there was this warmth about Wayne.
We are honored that there were people like Wayne Van Dine, and very too few, who actually wanted to live their life solving problems for other people.
He was just a terrific guy. I miss him greatly, I really do.
Thank you. This is Wayne Van Dine.
Great memories, great to see Ron Klink, Greg Savage, and great stories of Wayne's dedication to the Turkey Fund. Now's your chance to join us by donating to the fund, making sure our neighbors in need can enjoy a Thanksgiving meal. Find all of these easy ways to donate at kdka.com/turkeyfund. And thanks for your generosity year after year.